Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a f who my opponent is. And I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the places.
Takes flight, going down. You'll clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, DA. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. We've got Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, the post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the one spot. And so often we have these epic guard matchups, and tonight it's all about the front courts and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
The three, and Finney Smith gets it to go. Finney Smith's got the first points up on the board for the Nets. And here's Smart. Pass to Tatum. There's the three. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a three-point game. Smart with the ball. In the corner. Tatum with it. That's tipped. Here's Finney Smith. Here's Dinwiddie. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
The three from Johnson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Pass to Brown. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Into the lane. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And taken away by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Now, here's Bridges. Coming off a 21-point game his last outing.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Endorse this Celtics team. Very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
Brooklyn with the ball after Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Johnson against Tatum. Top of the key. And he gets the bucket. Tatum's got 6.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Claxton. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Tatum against Johnson. Tatum kicks to Smart. Pass to Horford for 3. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. 6-point lead. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
Nets leading by 8. Here's Dinwiddie. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Tatum against Johnson. Smart on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 8. The Nets have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. And there's Bridges on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Smart finds Williams. And here is Brown. Williams sets a screen for Brown. Drops one in from the wing.
Well, this is where having a tighter handle helps Jaylen Brown, and pick and roll play just gets to his spot and scores it.
Here's Bridges. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Next ball.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. We'll take a look at the Celtics. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, Brooklyn down 4 spots from them.
And you know, for the Celtics, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
No good on that one, and it's Boston the other way. Brown outside. Floats one, and it's good on the way in. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touchdown low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
That one goes in.
Assisted. You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Finney-Smith kicks to Johnson. Shoots the 3. Horford with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Tatum. Traps in the tray. Tatum's got 9.
Goodness, Jason Tatum from another zip code.
For 3, Bridges. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Outside Tatum. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 8.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Now Tatum coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Horford kicks to Brown. Outside Tatum. Williams a screen on Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Finney-Smith. Hit the putback. And Dinwiddie stays with it. And now it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Smart. He's got 8. The pass to Tatum. Feeds to Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, there isn't a shot Al Horford cannot make, and on the interior, that's easy work for him.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Make some noise. Here they come. It's Celtics Entertainment.
whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Joe Harris is checked in for Johnson. And Thomas subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Nets leading by 10. It's Thomas on the wing. And Boston with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
On defense, Brooklyn. It's a 10-point game. Muscala, the pass to White. Clock at 6. Here's Hauser. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
And here are the Nets. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Here's Muscala. After the basket by Brooklyn. Over Harris. Muscala misses.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's O'Neal. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And now it's an 11-point Nets lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Williams has a screen for Brogdon. Here's Muscala. No good on the three. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Shoots over Brogdon. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, Ben Simmons gets to that mid-range jumper and knocks it down consistently. Look out, folks.
And White kicks to Muscala. Here's Brogdon driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Right, the pass to Muscala. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Well, this is the kind of defense we are accustomed to seeing from Ben Simmons. Just so good at sending it back.
Thomas against Brogdon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And that 50-40-90 club, man, it is small. And how about Malcolm Brogdon joined it back in 2019?
Well, consider the active players who have done it. It's Malcolm, as you just said, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Steph Curry. I would say that's pretty good company. And if you look all time, the rest on the list are a bunch of Hall of Famers.
And he knocks down the first one. Doris, what do you think about the possibility of the league adding an Offensive Player of the Year or quote-unquote best season award on top of the MVP?
I hate it, Kevin. And the reason I hate it is look at how competitive last season's MVP race was in the NBA. 3 guys equally capable of winning the award. Embiid, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic. All were worthy MVP candidates. I think to dilute a race of that caliber would be a mistake.
Simmons. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Celtics trail by 9. Now, here's Brogdon. That shot missing. Simmons with the defensive effort.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Thomas against Brogdon. Here's Muscala. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Harris has got 5 now.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
So it's the Celtics now, following the 3-pointer by Brooklyn. And then White kicks to Muscala. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Muscala misses.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
No good from Simmons. Boston shooting pretty efficiently out there. It isn't 48% in the first quarter. Here's Hauser, guarded by Harris. White against Dinwiddie. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Simmons. Here's Thomas, and Thomas with the stop.
Never expect Ben Simmons to miss a wide-open teammate. What a pass right there.
Celtics trail by 16. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hauser the pass to White. Here's Brogdon. The feed now to Muscala. And a missed layup.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Here's Harris. Takes it inside. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got his 8th assist in the game. Harris has gotten all 3 of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Brogdon. Buries the 7-footer. Brogdon's got his second bucket.
Malcolm Brogdon with the jumper. So good.
Here's Dinwiddie. Again, the Nets for 2.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Next foul, Cameron Thomas. 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pritchard passes to Muscala. Here's White. Curry with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Nets
50.
as they end the first quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
And your Celtics, you nasty.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Simmons, also Bridges out there, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Boy, how about the stop and pop? Ben Simmons with the quick delivery.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Simmons. Williams has a screen for Brown. Cranes the 3-pointer. Brown's got 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period, now gets this one.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Horford with the screen on Curry. Outside, Horford. A 3-ball. And Simmons with the rebound. Simmons got 5 rebounds tonight. Shot from the wing. Rebound, Boston.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pritchard. Boston again missing. Nets leading by 20. Here's Finney Smith. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Finney Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you love the confidence from Finney Smith. Efficient dribble move into the pull-up. Ooh, that's big time.
Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Craig, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just tried to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
That free throw good from Brown.
Boy, guys, what extraordinary growth from Jaylen Brown over the course of his young career. Tighter handle, consistency from deep. This guy is serious about his craft, and it's paying dividends.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And a change for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Smart. Doors when it comes to three-point shooting. Seth Curry has been a model of consistency.
Kevin, that's almost an understatement because he has not shot below 40% from 3 since a 2-game stint in the 2014-15 season. Think about it. This is how good it's been. 40% is actually low for Seth Curry. His career percentage is one of the highest of all time.
The free throw drops for Curry.
Seth Curry gives testament to the fact that you do not have to be drafted to find your way to being an integral part of teams. This guy is a tremendous basketball player.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Johnson against Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Now, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Now, here's Curry. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
It's Curry outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Curry.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Smart, wide open, he fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Finney Smith. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Williams trying to break free. It's deflected. Pass to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Bridges for three. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Bridges has got 11 points.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
Pass to Brown to end the run. A rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bridges for three. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Bridges has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah. And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
And that one falls for Smart. Oh, Marcus Smart, a tenacious defender, which doesn't always show up, I think, sometimes, Doris, on the statistical sheet after the games.
Well, and in fact, Kevin, different teams have different defensive metrics trying to measure that impact. All you have to do, though, with Marcus Smart is watch the guy work on that end. The way he tracks the play, the way he anticipates, just the energy he brings on the defensive end changes the equation.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Bridges, and he slams it down right on top of Robert Williams.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
Boston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Brown wide open, he fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Johnson finds Thomas, and that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. So a moment now to see the story for Cameron Johnson. And the Celtics making a change here. Brogdon's checked in. Boston on D. Here's Bridges. And Tatum pulls it down.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Poked away. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Thomas. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the Celtics with possession here. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Horford. A three-pointer is right on target. Horford's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this guy's got such big-time mobility for a big man. Al Horford specializes in finding the gaps in the defense. Nice catch and shoot.
Curry's shot is good.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Outside Tatum. Driving inside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A leaner. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Brogdon kicks to Horford. Outside Tatum. Fires from deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Bridges with it. Now guarded by Smart. Bridges misses.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Tatum passes to Smart. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists now tonight.
It's great seeing Marcus Smart drain these perimeter jump shots. You know he's put in the time to let that offense become a natural part of his game.
Good.
Nicholas
Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Inside, here's Horford, and he lays it straight in.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Again, the Nets for 2.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Smart on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Bridges inside the three-point line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Smart on the wing. Passes it to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. 2 points. That one goes. And 11 points for Jaylen Brown.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Kicks it to Brown. Jacks up a 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 5 assists tonight.
When Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Brogdon, and he uses the glass on the way. Brogdon's got 8 points.
Well, this is the aspect of Tatum's game that is most improving, the ability to manipulate defenses and find an open teammate.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 18.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
Smart against Curry. There's Brown with the 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Here's Bridges. Some solid defense from Brown. The Celtics shooting in the second quarter right around 48%. And there's the pass to Tatum. Back to Brogdon. Lets it go from deep. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Brogdon. Tatum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Timeout called, the Nets. in for the Celtics. Muscala, he's checked in for Horford. Williams comes in for Jason Tatum. Derek White's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. And a new group in for the Nets. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Johnson. Joe Harris is checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Seth Curry. Brooklyn in control. With the drive and the dunk by O'Neal.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now here's Brown. 17 points in the game. Williams gets the bucket.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
1:25 left to play in the first half. Here's Pritchard. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Brown. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 7 rebounds in the game. Harris dishes to O'Neal. He can't hit that time. White with the defensive effort. Thomas against Brown. Outside, White. Williams sets a screen for White. Driving to the basket. And the layup falls.
Derek White showing you I can put it on the deck and finish off a pretty drive. Nicely done, Derek.
Harris drives in. It doesn't go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. There's Brown with the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Thomas. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Thomas got 7 now in this quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Free throw good from Brown.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And Brown drops them both. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. Harris. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Harris has got 9.
This guy has proven that anywhere on the court, he can be a knockdown shooter. Joe Harris in the mid-range.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Nets opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. We're starting off here with a review of some final scores from around the NBA. For Orlando, it was a win against the Hornets in Charlotte. They've now gone 4-3 in their last 7 contests.
Not a big surprise on that one. I hate to say it, but I think Kenny called it.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Nets.
They've been running away with this game, pushing the pace. They're steamrolling those guys.
They say speed kills. I don't know if it beats size, but hey, keep running, fellas.
that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point. That's the Boston Five. Tatum gets the bucket.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
And during his rookie year, Jason Tatum faced off with LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals.
GA, think about what a hard-fought series that was. It went the distance to 7 games for Tatum, an incredible test and growing opportunity. To me, that's part of the preparation this guy has received to becoming that franchise player.
And Brooklyn has possession after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. Bridges shot good.
Boy, you have to be aggressive, powering through contact. Mikal Bridges, no signs of backing away.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Now here's Smart. And it's denied. Smart's gone only 4 of 11 from the field. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. Johnson's got 5.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Tatum passes to Williams. Brown outside. Boston, no good that time either.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Finney-Smith. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Outside, Smart. Here's Horford. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Personal foul.
Now, this is an example of Al Horford, such a difficult cover. He's tall, he's long, and he utilizes all of that to his advantage.
And even when the stats aren't there, Horford still just finds a way to have an impact on the game.
Al is such a high IQ player, right, GA? He always puts himself in the right position. He's an exceptional defender. He's cross-positionally able on the defensive end. He can space the floor as a three-point shooter. You can put him at the 4 or 5 spots. So valuable.
And he hits the first of 3.
Guys, I know we've discussed this many times, but I don't think statistics really reflect Al Horford's true value. This guy is a terrific player and a pro's pro.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Brooklyn. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now here's Brown. 22 points for him. Outside Tatum. Bridges with some nice defense.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for the Celtics.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Smart finds Brogdon. Beyond the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Malcolm Brogdon.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Bridges, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. That's now 26 points for Mikal Bridges. And here is Brogdon. He's got 8. Hands it from downtown.
Well, consistent catch-and-shoot opportunities will be available for Jason Tatum, and he makes good on it.
Here's Dinwiddie, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Nice shot by Smart.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Johnson outside. From the arc. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Tatum against Johnson. Tipped away. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball, and he dunks it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Boston has possession after the basket by Brooklyn.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Bridges for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
Bridges.
Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Smart. He's got 15. Williams passes to Tatum. To halt the run. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Bridges misses. Boston's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Tatum kicks to Smart. Pass to Brogdon. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Johnson. From past the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Curry. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Brogdon with it. 8 points for him. Horford with the screen on Dinwiddie. The shot by Brogdon wide open. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, what we know about Malcolm Brogdon is he is Mr. Efficiency. It doesn't matter if it's from distance Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Smart dishes to Williams. To the inside. And that one's good. Brogdon's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's the attitude Malcolm Brogdon hopes to bring every night. You can't be passive. He is going to attack on the interior.
Dinwiddie passes to Curry. Fires from the wing. Good D by Brogdon. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Smart. Launches a three. Knocks down the three ball. Smart's got 18 points in the game.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Brogdon looking around. Here's Horford, and finished off by Horford.
One thing you can't afford is to allow Al Horford to get to this spot. It's over if you do.
Puts one up from 19, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive, really steady from the field.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League Ignite. Many years going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad. That reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. And he makes the first. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Muscala, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Grant Williams comes in for Al Horford. Pritchard, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Derek White subbed in for Marcus Smart. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Joe Harris is checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Thomas subbed in for Dinwiddie. And so he makes both from the line. And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie. But, Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Here's Hauser. After the basket by Brooklyn, passes it to White. Here's the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Connects from three-point range. Hauser's got 6.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And Boston has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. Here's Pritchard. No good from outside.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
O'Neal. That shot is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Outside, White, right wing. Here's Muscala. Kept alive. Another shot. And the rejection by Curry.
How about the effort from Seth Curry? If he's blocking shots, wow, what a lift for his guys.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Simmons. Out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, They'll host the New York Knicks. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Poke loose, out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Ben Simmons. Averaging about 7 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
The Celtics working the ball around now. No coverage, that's it. White's got his second bucket of the night.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
The baseline J, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In fourth, the Celtics.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Count it. White's got 7 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Simmons. He takes it in.
Wow, how about that drive? That was no mercy on his way to the cup, Ben Simmons.
Celtics shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half.
And Simmons is an asset in so many ways. Maybe most of all, his defense.
Well, unequivocally, Greg, this guy can guard 1 through 4. And I'm going to say because of the length and strength he has, in a pinch, he could also guard most 5s. He's terrific on the defensive glass, and he can put a ton of pressure on you in his transition game. Like, this guy is a special talent.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
That's good from Harris.
And at the arc, Joe Harris rarely fails to impress. A natural shooter.
Well, this guy, Joe Harris, is obviously a guy who puts a ton of work in practice. You don't lead the league in three-point percentage as he did back in 2021 off talent alone. It takes dedication, it takes confidence and commitment to your craft, and Joe has all of that.
And Harris drops them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Out left to the wing. Three-pointer rejected by Harris. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Pass to Hauser. Lets the three fly. Sinks the triple. Hauser's got his third basket of the night.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Hauser, guarded by Harris. Hauser the pass to White. On the wing, Williams, the three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The three from Thomas, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thomas got 14 points for the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Curry from deep three-point land. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. White against Curry from 11 feet away. And again, it's Boston converting.
You have to be dialed in from the mid-range. Derek White says, I can do that too, folks.
Got a piece of it. And Muscala kicks to White. That one doesn't drop. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harris is out there with O'Neal. And it's Mills. And it's Sumner in at the 2-guard.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And Muscala has it in the corner. And the Celtics another three.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Here's Sumner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
Sumner's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Muscala. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
First free throw is good. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Muscala. O'Neal hits them both. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the wing right side. Celtics passing it around. Hauser the pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Hauser. Lets it go with a three. No good. Shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Outside, White. Pass to Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game. And it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's White following the bucket by the Nets. Lately, as we've seen, Doris, a few small market teams stockpiling picks to the extreme. What do you think of that strategy?
Well, the organization that is fully committed to stockpiling picks is clearly the Oklahoma City Thunder. We have yet to see them come out on the other side and build a contending team. Not a small market team, but look at the Miami Heat. They refuse to lose at any cost. They're always looking to win, and I certainly like that mentality.
Here's Mills following the three-pointer by Boston, and they pick up 2.
Wow, creating off the bounce is Patty Mills. Nice drive.
Now White. Pass to Hauser. It's deflected. Stolen by O'Neal. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Hauser. Passes it to Pritchard. Down low. Williams gets the bucket. And that's 10 points for Williams.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Harris. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Patty Mills is about winning, guys, and if that means finding the open man, he'll do just that.
Boston's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Outside, White. There's the triple. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
White looking around, and the pass to Hauser. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
Over in the corner, Williams. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Sumner, and he drives in and uses the glass to finish the layup. Sumner's got 7 points for the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
First team foul.
Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation in the Players Association that this is something of value.
And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
So for the Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for O'Neal, and Dinwiddie subbed in for Edmund Sumner. And both free throws good for White.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender. A guy who can contribute to a good team.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And your Celtics Youth Dance Team.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum, and his effort has been very special tonight. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
So it's the Celtics now. After the basket by Brooklyn, moves back up, Cornette. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
And he knocks down the first one. Johnson, he's checked in for Patty Mills. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's Brooklyn now. Dinwiddie, left side. Wasted no time on that one. Dinwiddie's got 20 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Offensive rebound. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Baseline J on the way. It's hauled in by Cornette.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now, here's Brogdon. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Cornette. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn.
Nicholas Claxton.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Claxton, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
The Celtics shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Here's Cornette. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. A shot off that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Here's Hauser. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Cornette. Makes it off the glass.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
The net shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Dinwiddie kicks to Johnson. Lets it fly. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammate.
Fires the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Hauser's gotten some big threes tonight, shooting 5 of 8 from deep. Dinwiddie passes to Finney-Smith. Rebounded by the Celtics. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. It's a little like grading your own test. Maybe grade, give that job to the review center.
You definitely risk a confirmation bias, and everyone wants to be right. It does seem like some calls stand that probably could be reversed.
Here's Boston now. Brogdon outside. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Dinwiddie. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. And it's White for Malcolm Brogdon.
Mike Muscala. Derek White.
To the middle. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Here's Dinwiddie. Again, the Nets for 2.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Dinwiddie. The offensive rebound. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Tries again. Goes up again. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Here's Pritchard. Williams with a clean look. Misses the 3. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Dinwiddie up top. Here's Claxton. Out to Harris. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's White. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, he is asked to do so many different things for whatever team he's on, but Derek White right now, aggressive hunting his shots.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. The quick look, no good that time. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Right side, Williams. Here's the 3. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
52 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're ahead by 20. There's 49 seconds left in the game.
Celtics fans, get on right now for Celtics Entertainment.
O'Neal's checked in for the Nets. Seth Curry comes in for Harris. Here's Curry.
Go, check set.
Elbow shot. And he hits the jumper for 2.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's White following the bucket by the Nets. Here's Brogdon. It's hauled in by Claxton. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Over Williams. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
For 3, Brogdon sinks the three-pointer.
There's so much confidence right now with Malcolm Brogdon. The catch and shoot, so pretty.
From from about 19 feet. He's off on that one. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.